So I can only assure on the behalf of the state government that we will do our best to make this happen. Why did we call this session making this happen? Because it's a world of possibilities. Typically they say that problem solving is the managerial mindset and leadership mindset is possibility. So the idea or our goal is also to make that path easier for making these possibilities available to all the investors who come to this. I missed the first point. What you asked? Innovation policy. So when we say there is again a convergence of quite a few policies, in the sense that there is an industrial policy of Government of Maharashtra which is very forward-looking. Some of those benefits are industry agnostic, meaning that if you are in the geography of Maharashtra, you get those benefits. Of course, because it is a major port, it may not get the benefits of what the ports policy is for, because that is for non-major ports.
They are getting both wider and deeper. The recent trade agreement opens the door to all kinds of new possibilities, and our cooperation is getting
1 million passengers annually, working around 5 cruise ships at a time. The terminal features 72 immigration and checking counters, multi-level facilities, parking of over 300 vehicles, and world-class customs, security, and passenger services, setting a new global benchmark in maritime hospitality. In FY 2024-25, Mumbai Port handled 99 international and domestic cruise calls, a clear signal of India's growing confidence on the waves. Cruise ships reached Shanghai in 402 to 479 in 2009.
Are leading the transformation is of these places: sustainability, innovation, and climate responsibility at the core of India's maritime development. Through the National Green Hydrogen Mission and the designation of VOC Paradigm, Tindale ports are green hydrogen hub in 2023. India is laying the foundation for a clean fuel economy. Across the country, over 12 million metric tons of green hydrogen-based e-fuel capacity has been announced. Our ports are evolving into center for green hydrogen production, bunkering and export, creating jobs and driving industrial growth. With our unique geography along the global trade route, India is well placed to become a hub for green shipping corridors, connecting domestic and international market through.
Is on the unlocking India's green potential on hydrogen exports, pathways, markets, and trade catalysts.
800 billion US dollars worth of trade. That's about 20% of our GDP. India produces is incoming and outgoing seaborne trade. So you can imagine what will happen if this was disrupted. Over 80% of our oil, and as you know, this is extremely important strategic reserve. Look at the number of ports. Now the problem is that India has no unified white paper on national security. It has been proposed for a long time, but we don't have any such white paper. So we don't have a national security strategy. Now you would say, what difference does that make? Well, The difference it makes is you don't know what to acquire, what equipment, what resources you should acquire. So what ends up happening is we haphazardly acquire different things. In fact, even in the Indian Navy, there has been no maritime strategy paper since 2015. As you know, the US continuously produces both national security and
platform to collaborate and to integrate more and more sustainability. As we all know, India has driven many initiatives, especially under the blue economy. And one of the things that I would really like to call, first of all, that cruise as a whole should be elevated and brought under and directly under the blue economy. And that in mind, India have done so much of initiative towards achieving the sustainability of whether it's maritime sector, aviation sector, or any sector per se. This is why it was elevated under blue economy, so the decision maker is not left with the ports or with the tourism or with immigration. It will go to the highest level in the government, and that is really critical. We are really lacking this at this stage. To achieve sustainability, we need to elevate the whole approach to cruise and take business models and practicing models from countries like Norway. As you all know, Norway drive the green, let's say, sustainability from the cruise itself through shore power. We need to think about shore power ahead of our time. Cruise is not only big ships or big steamer ships. The cruise is river. The cruise is expedition ships. Cruise is also discovery ships. There is no one sort of cruise that I can describe and say this is cruise. So we have really quite a challenge when we speak about cruise.